This is Bill Arman. I'm the head harvester, and I'm from the West Coast.
This is Ed LaFlamme, the head harvester from the East Coast. Today we're going to be talking about green exit. Getting there with the most green, and this is the kind of green we're talking about. This $1 million bill. Yeah, that's what you want to leave with. So the question is, you want to have a green exit strategy. Okay, we're going to be talking about that just in the next minute or so. So here are the 4 steps you need to really put into place. Number 1, you have to determine your objectives. The owner has to do that, to put his objectives together. And number 2, you have to understand your value. You have to determine the value that you need to get out of your company before you should even sell it.
Number 1 is determine the owner's objectives. Number 2, we talked about determine the current value. Now I want to talk about 3 and 4. Number 3 would be build an action plan to preserve and enhance the value and marketability of your organization. This is really important because often owners lose focus when they start thinking about, oh, I'm going to leave the company, everything's cool. And if we don't pay attention, that value can drop down. We don't want that to happen. We want to preserve that and move that forward. Right. Now, number 4, we want to plan the sale or transfer of your business. Is it going to be a sale or is it going to be a transfer to either your kids or maybe your top employees? So those are the 4 things we talk about. So what are the questions you want to ask our listeners out here at Harvester Ed?
Well, I wonder if they have their pads ready.
Get your pads out.
Get your pads out.
Here
Okay,
we go.
number 1. Okay, what's your objectives? Write those down. What's your objectives? Number 2, you want to make sure that you have a valuation done. If you hadn't have a valuation done, let's say in the last 5 years, it'd be a really good idea to do that, okay? Then you have an idea of how much money you're talking about to actually take out of the company, especially after taxes. So check with your CPA too. That's part of your plan.
That's pretty important.
And then you want to have a written plan in place. Don't just wing it. It's too important to do that, and it's pretty involved. So make sure you have a written plan, okay? So do those things, and I think you'll be a lot more successful to get that green we've been talking about right here. Get that green in place, okay?
You bet. This is head harvester Bill Arman.
And head harvester Ed LaFlamme.
Now go out there and harvest your potential with a green exit plan.
Right, make more green.